Hello and welcome to my channel. So, have you ever been playing a game and you've had a really rock hard bit to do and you're just like, oh my goodness, I'm so happy I got past that bit. So you save it and then you realise you've done something really stupid because now something's broken with the game or something bad happens that you're just stuck in a bit. That's what I'm sort of going to ramble about in this video. Those saves that are just the worst decision you've ever made, but you didn't think so anyway. If you want to find out what I'm rambling about, stick around after the credits. So here we are. So yes, what I'm rambling about is those saves. Sometimes we save our game, and then sometimes it's the worst save you could have done because it somehow breaks your game. Like you can't go back to a certain point and everything. And I'll give you a couple of prime examples here. And then if you want to tell me in the comments down below your sort of examples once I've explained what I'm about, or even make a video response, then absolutely brilliant. But let me give you a couple of prime examples here. So Zelda Link's Awakening on the Game Boy, when it first came out, absolutely brilliant. I loved it. And I did the stupid thing is there wasn't a lot of save slots. I think you must have had about 3 on it, but of course you just keep going over the same one, don't you? And this is your mistake here, because I got to the final boss on this, and when you fall into this, it's a big pit. Try not to give the whole away, but it's a big, like all Zelda games, you fall into a pit and there's a big monster, and you're supposed to use all the skills you learnt for the game. So all the things you picked up, like you might need arrows for one part of it, you slash it with your sword another bit, etc., those sort of things. But I realised I didn't have something. There was something wrong, like I didn't have enough arrows or something. But I'd obviously done the sensible thing, right? I will save it before I go into the boss battle. So I'd saved it and started the boss battle. Realised, I didn't have all the bits. But then I'm stuck because I've fallen down this ditch because you go in the tower and then you fall down into a big pit, sort of at the end where there's big bosses. Because I'd literally saved as I fell into the pit, I could no longer go back. So therefore, I've broken the game. I'm like, I can't do the game. And that's why I've never finished that game, because I couldn't go back to go and get some bits. Because I'd gone over my save. You just keep going over the same save. And that just like, what a stupid thing to do. And this was the problem with sort of older games, especially in the 90s. And I'll give you another prime example now. Resident Evil 2. Now, I had a memory card on there. It could hold about 32 saves, couldn't it? I could have done different saves. And I think I was doing different saves, having learnt from my Zelda mistake in the past. But I got to the end of this too, and again, it's the final boss. You've just managed to go through the underbelly of Raccoon City and all this lot to get through it, and you think you're escaping, and there's a save point. You're like, great, I'm saving because I don't want to go back and do that. And I was Claire. I've done it with Leon first, and I was Claire second time, and I was literally limping down this corridor to get to this bit at the end where the save is. And I literally used all my ammo and everything to get past the zombies. And I saved it, and I was like, whew, thinking, that's the end of the game. Brilliant. But of course, I should have thought, well, why is there a save point there? It's at the end of the game. I'm escaping. Because, of course, then there's one big bad guy left. And literally, I was left with my dagger. I had all these guns, but no ammo in them. So I had a dagger to try and kill the final boss. And as you can imagine, you can't. It's just an impossibility. But I'd just done that great trick again of saving over that save. And you're just like, it's probably me. You're probably going, you're really stupid, Chris. No one's ever done this before, or we learnt the first time. But I did it. And I don't know why, really. I did do it because I'm sure I had other saves, but I'd obviously thought, no, I'm going to keep working on this one, save over it. It's logical, it's fine. I'm being really sensible. And that's the annoying thing with some games, though, isn't it? They don't tell you. You don't realise something bad like that's going to happen. You think, oh, if you can save it, you can always go back. And with old games, they didn't warn you. Nowadays, games will sort of go, oh, you sure you want to save? So like Zelda's nowadays, they go, oh, you sure you want to save here? Because if you save here now and you do this, you'll never be able to come back to this area. So you sure you looked around and found everything? And you're like, okay, cool, go. But it warns you that's going to happen. Because sometimes you think, oh, I can never go back in there. I want to. I'm going to have to play the game to get to that bit again. Which you never do, or some people do. But that's really helpful. It tells you, isn't it, nowadays? Again, another prime example, because I'm working through Breath of the Wild at the moment, is like I got to a bit and I was stuck. And I tried not to save over it, but I got so far. But luckily, they do auto-saves for you. So I could actually go back like 20 minutes or so before I got stuck in this bit, really stuck going, I can't get out. So it saves you. But back in the day, no, you couldn't. And even stupidly, you probably go, more fool me. I played Code Veronica, and for some reason I ended up in the same situation again on the final boss, because I ended up in that spot with hardly any ammo, and where I'd saved it I can't go back. I think I had done it sensibly, but I had to go like another half an hour back, and because you fought off loads of baddies and got to this really hard bit, you got past huge bits, you're just like, forget this, I'm not going back again. Because I probably could have gone back a bit then, but yeah. So anyway, they're my worst saves, if you understand from Ramnard's video. So if you do want to put in your comments if you've got any lovely stories of that, or if you do want to do a video to say, I've got better ones than that, Chris, or how stupid are you, this is how you actually save a game, that's absolutely fine. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that jazz if you do. And yeah, I'll see you again at some point. So bye.